developing into who you are. That's when you begin to know whose you are. Last year I said that I was not going to live my life on purpose without a purpose. So now my life has a purpose. That's why I'm starting my ministry, Women of Vision. I've always done ministry, but I was reserved about doing ministry here. And it's basically going to be about giving back to women, not only those whom I love, but those whom I don't love, and those whom are hard to love, and those whom I wouldn't even think about ever loving. You all fall in the category of those whom I love. And I cherish each and every last one of you. I cherish you for the life that God has given you. I cherish you for your children. I cherish you for sisterhood, because there's nothing like sisters. Everybody knows I lost my youngest sister, and my youngest sister was the sister who I was with 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, our entire life. Even after I got married, one of the reasons why I was able to walk away from the husband that I had, not only because he was abusive, but he became abusive towards my sister. And my sister Lily was my heart. And she was the kind of person that would be like, you know what? Forget about it. Be like a duck, let it roll off your back. Just forgive them and move on. But she was that love. She was that love portion that reminded all of the rest of us in my family to love. There's 8 of us. And she was that one that knew everybody's birthday, the day everybody's kids was born, what you were doing when somebody was born, everything. And she was a Beyonce fan. So, not only to honor her, but to honor myself, I think it's time for me to start loving more and giving back more to everybody who I come across. I invited you guys here not to celebrate myself, but to celebrate you all. Every gift that I give you today, I made with my own hands. I prayed over it. I took the time and I thought about it. I cried over it. I called my kids and they said, "What you crying for now? You're always crying about something." I said, "Don't worry about what I'm crying about now." They were like, "But you cried about that? You cried about that when I called you yesterday." I said, "Well, if I cry about it tomorrow when I call you, just remember, I'm your mom and I can cry when I want to." So I thank you guys for coming to my home. I thank you for being a part of my life. If I can tell you just a little bit of short stories. Amaka's husband knew my husband 20 years ago. They've been friends forever. And I met her on my job. And when she came, the first thing I said, I looked at her CV, I said, "What are you doing here? You've got too many qualifications for this place." I met Liz through a friend in Houston, Texas, and she lives here. Tasha's husband worked at my job as well. He's a master chef. And I used to call him Big Chef, because there was a little chef that worked under him. But he was the kind of person, that younger brother, who always checks you when he wants to check you. Chidema is my sister-in-law, and she's my silent sister-in-law. But when she sees me, she stops and she hugs me. She says, "I love you." And sometimes you just need somebody to say, "I love you." Sandra comes, she speaks to me, and she gives just those little bit of nuggets about, "Girl, I heard what they were saying. They was talking about." So it's that little sauce, because we all need that sauce. Angela is the person who, if you ask her a question, she's going to find you an answer. She's going to give it to you her way. Accept it. If you don't accept how she gives it to you, she's still going to give it to you. Opie's going to feed everybody. She's going to take care of your needs, and she's going to do it in a reserved way. And you always know she's there in the background. So there's stuff that I've gleaned from everybody. I just hope that one day there's something that you all can glean from me. If you don't mind, if y'all don't believe in Jesus, too bad. I'm going to pray, and then we're going to eat something. I got a couple of games I want to play. I got everything. If everybody wants to do a vision board, I got everything to do vision boards. There's so much stuff that I want to do. I even have this one game that's a life tree where you write different things that happened to you in your childhood at the root of the tree. And at the top of the tree, the leaves tell the story of what those emotions and those incidents did to you in your adult life. So I have a lot of stuff for us to do. If we want to get drunk, we can get drunk. It's enough beds upstairs. If you don't want to go home, you ain't got to go home. If you want to go home, I got taxi money. So just know that my home today is your home. And I thank you so very much for being here. Thank you. And before I pray, I must give homage to my husband. My husband. A lot of people, when I left America, they say, oh, she lost her mind. She'll be back in 2 years. How's she going to leave the job she got? How's she going to leave all of us and go so far away? Because when I left home, I left everything. And I left everybody. But I have a husband who's the husband that I asked for. I asked God for 5 things. I wanted him to be taller than me. I wanted him to have a bald head. I wanted him to be fair skinned. I wanted him to have an over 40 belly. And I wanted him to love God more than he loves me. He loves God so much that he treats